Do you often find cooking pork ribs a hassle? Stewing takes ages. Braising with caramelized sugar risks burning the syrup, and sometimes the meat turns out dry, tough, and flavorless. Today's recipe, soybean paste braised ribs, is destined to become a signature dish at your dinner table. There's no need for the tedious step of caramelizing sugar. The method is incredibly simple. The resulting ribs are tender enough to fall off the bone and packed with rich, savory flavor. Every piece is coated in a luscious sauce. It's so good that you could easily polish off 3 bowls of rice just by mixing it with the gravy. Many people know ribs are delicious, but few realize they are a nutritional powerhouse for calcium and blood health. Ribs are rich in high-quality protein, collagen, and calcium that the body absorbs easily, making them excellent for growing children and seniors who need extra calcium. Pairing them with naturally fermented soybean paste not only eliminates any gamey odor, but also allows the soy isoflavones and plant proteins in the paste to meld deeply with the meaty aroma. This cuts through the richness, enhances the savory notes, and doubles the nutritional value of the dish. With its rich, savory sauce and tender, flavorful meat, this dish is not only a perfect companion for rice but also a delicious, healthy choice for the whole family. So, how do you ensure the ribs are tender and juicy, free from gamey odors or toughness, with a rich sauce and meat that falls right off the bone? Read on to find out. To ensure these soybean paste braised ribs turn out tender, juicy, and aromatic, selecting and cleaning the ribs correctly is the crucial first step. When buying ribs, remember the 3 looks and 1 touch rule. First, check the color. Fresh ribs should be a natural, vibrant red or pink. Second, look at the fat. It should be snow white and glossy. Third, touch the meat. It should feel slightly moist, firm, and springy, with no unpleasant odor. If the meat looks dull or pale, or feels sticky to the touch, it is definitely stale. Do not buy it. Once you bring the spare ribs home, cut them into uniform, bite-sized pieces. Before tossing them into the pot, be sure to rinse them thoroughly under running water. Rinsing the ribs under running water effectively removes bone fragments and impurities from the surface, while gradually flushing out blood and juices from the meat. Thorough rinsing before braising not only eliminates any gamey odor at the source, but also ensures the meat tastes clean and tender, free from any unpleasant impurities or off flavors. For this braised rib dish, I highly recommend using this hometown-style, minced garlic and fermented black bean sauce. Standard supermarket soybean pastes are often packed with additives and lack aroma, tasting only salty. In contrast, this sauce is made with clean, high-quality ingredients. It offers a savory, spicy kick balanced by the rich fragrance of garlic and the deep, mellow aroma of fermented black beans. It's absolutely perfect for tossing with noodles, dipping dumplings, or stir-frying dishes. Its captivating aroma comes from the natural fermentation of the black beans, which creates a complex, savory, and umami-rich profile. When combined with the pungent, spicy kick of minced garlic, it releases an incredible burst of fragrance the moment it hits the hot pan. Of course, if you can't find this specific garlic and black bean sauce, you can substitute it with Haitian brand soybean paste. That option is economical and virtually foolproof. Just follow the tutorial, and you'll get it right on your very first try. Heat up the oil in the wok. We'll start by seasoning or coating the wok with oil. This step not only prevents the ribs from sticking, but also helps save on oil usage. I've explained the specific technique for this in detail in many of my previous videos, so feel free to check those out if you're interested. Once the wok is ready, add the minced garlic and stir-fry quickly over high heat until fragrant. As soon as the garlic releases its rich aroma, add the rinsed ribs to the pan and sear them briefly. At this point, add a pinch of salt to establish a base flavor. Then introduce the stars of the show, the minced garlic and black bean sauce along with the Haitian soybean paste. Stir-fry everything thoroughly to combine the sauces with the ribs. You want the savory, spicy garlic notes of the black bean sauce to meld perfectly with the rich, mellow aroma of the soybean paste. As you stir-fry, the aroma of the sauce and garlic wafts up. Stir quickly to ensure every piece of rib is coated in that beautiful, appetizing glaze. Note: you don't need to cook the ribs through at this stage. Just a quick stir fry is enough to let the savory sauce and garlic flavors penetrate the meat. Once evenly mixed, turn off the heat and transfer the ribs and sauce into a clay pot. Add enough water to just submerge the ribs. Next, cover the pot and turn on the heat. Start with high heat to bring the liquid to a boil, then immediately reduce to low heat to simmer gently. The gentle, steady heat of the clay pot allows the ribs to become tender, falling right off the bone, while soaking up all that rich sauce. After simmering for a while, remove the lid and add a splash of soy sauce and oyster sauce. The soy sauce enhances the flavor and color, while the oyster sauce gives the liquid a richer, more robust body. Add a pinch of salt at this point to deepen the savory, salty profile. Cover the pot again and continue simmering over low heat for about half an hour. As time passes, the liquid in the pot reduces, concentrating into a thick, glossy glaze that clings to every rib. Once the sauce has reduced sufficiently, this aromatic, rich braised rib dish, flavored with yellow soybean paste and fermented black beans, is ready to serve. Transfer the ribs to a serving plate. The aroma instantly fills the room. The rich scent of sauce and garlic is irresistible. It's the kind of smell that makes the neighbor's kids jealous and has your own children rushing to the table. The ribs are tender enough to fall off the bone, leaving a burst of flavor with every bite. That rich sauce is perfect for mixing with rice, a true rice killer. A dish that makes you want to eat bowl after bowl of rice. Not only is this an affordable, classic home-style dish, but it's also a highly nutritious option for packed lunches. Give it a try. If you found this tutorial helpful for your cooking, please give it a like and share it with your family and friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future updates on home-style dishes. Feel free to let me know in the comments what kind of food you'd like to see next. I'll gradually work those requests into future videos. Thank you all so much for watching.